I'd like to welcome our viewers across North America and around the world to Platform Media International PMI Sports. This is yours sincerely, Joe Ehizode. Welcome. Today I have my very good friend, sports analyst Opone Ayamabo in the studio. Opone, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
Opone, you shouldn't be smiling today because things seem to have gone all right in Nigerian football. Just today, the court in Jos have just annulled the Nigerian Football Federation executive. It was annulled, and therefore, as I'm speaking to you, Pinnick Amaju is no longer the NFL president. The person ahead is the controversial Giwa from the same state with the sports minister, Solomon Dalun. Opponent, let me quickly give viewers a rundown of this whole mess. The former minister under Jonathan presidency, Dagogo, encouraged Giwa to contest the NFA presidency. Unfortunately, the power of the peoples had sway, and Giwa was not able to win the executive position. An election contested in Warri, although it was controversial, Pinnick Amaju emerged the president of Nigerian Football Federation. Ever since, there have never ever been any peace in Nigerian football. Giwa is standing on the fence, waiting for the next opportunity to pounce. Encouraged by the current Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalun, Giwa has never given the due respect to a constituted body led by Pinnick Amaju. And just as the controversy of Nigeria missing in the African CAF Football Federation Championship coming up in Gabon, Giwa has chosen this time to pounce, and he went to court and he got an annulment of Nigerian Football Federation executive. Opponent, you and I know that is going to set us backwards. FIFA will not smile at that, will it?
FIFA will not, because FIFA always stated clearly that you don't want government interference in football in any country. They control football. Football is just through there. They don't want any court. They don't want government. So it's going to be a big problem for Nigeria.
Opponent, we have mentioned in this program that ever since the Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalun, was appointed, Giwa has found an ally to scuttle the wishes of Nigerian people. But again, we'll come to Pinnick Amaju issue. But as it is, today, Pinnick Amaju is recognized by FIFA as the substantive president of Nigerian football. But for Giwa, encouraged by the Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalun, to have gone under the cover in the night to get an annulment of a constituted body, Nigeria will not have it easy. FIFA is going to frown at this, even when FIFA is embroiled in controversy right now. But they still have to wear the big stick. Opponent, what do you think?
Yeah, you're right about that. Like I earlier said, FIFA doesn't want government interference in football or soccer, as they say in North America, anywhere in the world. You cannot interfere. Football must be dealt in the football circle. You can't go outside that. Now, the minister going through the courts to get the chairman of Nigerian Football Federation out is a big problem. He should be careful doing that.
The opponent, let me just say this. It's not the minister who went to court. It's Giwa who went to court. But if you and I know that it's the minister that is encouraging Giwa to do that.
I still say minister because he made the move. Giwa is an ally of the minister. And for that to take place, he must be encouraged by the minister. So that's why I say the minister, because he has a hand in it.
I recall viewers will also, let me quickly tell viewers that in March, there was supposed to be a peace conference between Pinnick Amaju and Giwa. And that ended up in two of them exchanging blows in the front of the minister. The minister at a point wanted to invite security to take two of them out of his office. But when there is peace, why call for peace meeting? When the roles have been defined about who is supposed to be the president of Nigerian Football Federation, why would minister dig it up and begin to call for a peace conference? The minister obviously has a stake in this matter. But opponent, that is not the issue of today. Our position here, you and I have made up our mind that we are going to call on Nigerian Football Federation President Pinnick Amaju to resign. Because Pinnick Amaju has failed us in the media, has failed Nigerians whose aspiration and happiness rests on our soccer prowess. Nigerians don't take soccer lightly. For somebody to have scuttled those dreams, what should be his price? Resign. Yes?
Yeah, I agree with you. You see, there is something I always want people to understand. I always said in this program, give people that have passion, that love the game, to run like that association. But they don't do that in Nigeria.
No,
It's a big
I'm
problem.
I'm told that Pinnick Amaju has no precedence to follow because people don't resign in Nigeria when they fail. But this is different. We were not there when people were committing harakiri in sports. Now that platform media has come to stay, it is time for us to take a stand. Pinnick Amaju has to go. What are the sins of Pinnick Amaju, opponent, you might to ask? The first time Nigerian football is not going to the Nations Cup twice consecutively. The last time it was held, Nigeria was not there, under Pinnick Amaju. The next time it's going to be held in Gabon, Nigeria won't be there, under the same Pinnick Amaju. What are other sins that he has committed? He hired Olise without any tender from other coaches. He privately hired Olise and came to Nigeria to tout him as the Pep Guardiola of Africa. But before you know it, Pep Guardiola of Africa ran away with Nigeria, scurried out in the cover of the darkness and ran to Belgium and abandoned Nigeria, and we failed to qualify. As I'm speaking to you today, opponent, Nigeria is 67th on FIFA list, and that is going to affect our seeding in African qualifying series in World Cup because the grouping has to be based on our seeding. So if Nigeria is even 7th or 8th in African running, so Nigeria will not be seeded. So you can begin to see why Nigeria will not qualify if care is not taken for FIFA World Cup in 2018 in Russia. Opponent, what is your position? That we are maintaining that Pinnick Amaju has to give way, but it has to be done in the proper perspective, proper way. How do they do that? Pinnick Amaju has to be impeached by the Congress of Nigerian Football Federation because that's the way it has to go. There's a precedence to that. Anthony Kojo Williams was impeached by the Congress in 1999, if I get that correctly. He was impeached, and that was elicited by the minister then, and the Congress have to impeach him. And I guess that's the way to go instead of going to the court. The minister does not know what he's doing. Beret wearing is not a sign of effectiveness. What do you think, opponent?
Okay. You see, it is said that simple ineptitude frequently produces monumental catastrophes. When you get people that don't know what they are doing, that's what happens to you.
Opponent, I just want you to use this grammar to break their head because we are mad. We are mad at the system.
Pinnick Amadu won on a 16 and he said that's an achievement.
Yes.
I think he lacks understanding of the game. Now, let me say this to viewers. On a 16, those 8 categories, they are used as a platform for development into your national team.
Yes.
If you win on a 16, you win on a 21, and most of those players are not graduating to a national team, it's a failure.
Yes.
Success of under 16 is based on how those players develop into a national team. The last under 16 World Cup, the Mexico coach was complaining that if Nigerian players from under 16 are not graduating to the senior team, which means they are using overage players.
And we're beginning to agree with that.
And this thing starts showing that how come we can win on 16? Let me tell you something. It's just that FIFA cannot do it. If not, I know within the FIFA circle that they don't want Nigeria to be participating on a 16 anymore because it's blocking the way for other countries. They don't. I'm telling you, within them, you just win, and the players are not going through.
I suspect strongly that FIFA is trying to be politically correct because they don't want to make a pronouncement that will condemn a whole country to being tagged as fraudulent, because it is on record that our players graduating from under 17 to the Flying Eagles, under 21, they do not make it. They barely make it to the Super Eagles. Like I tell you, the most valuable player in Korea was Christantos Macaulay. He's disappeared from the radar while others from Europe are progressing. Osimhen has gone to see Osimhen, that was the most valuable player in Chile, has gone to Wolfsburg. Let's see whether that will lead to development. Kelechi Iheanacho from South Dubai, the championship that we had in Dubai, has also developed. Let's see how that will pan out. But I'm trying to tell you something. Opponent, if we are going to move forward, people who superintend over inept regime must have to give way to people who have good heads, because Nigerian football must be administered with people with genuineness and with a passion. Without that, people who are there to make whatever they will have, they care about their pocket, cannot move Nigeria forward. Opponent, people are calling me that they won't resign because they have not shame, because they don't have a job. The only job they know is to be in government and collect extra code. But we will pressure them from here that they will have to resign. They have to listen to the Nigerian people, because something must have to give.
No, it's sad. One of us watched here last time when they had a meeting with the technical committee chairman. What did he say? That when the chief coach of Nigerian football makes his team list, he submits his team list to the technical committee. Yes. To do what?
I had an opportunity to confront Barrister Green. He said he has been in soccer for 30 years. After those 30 years, what are the results? Disaster. He said he was a member of Sharks Football Club of Port Harcourt. Where is Sharks today?
They're relegated. I won't cut you, but let me tell you something. It's not how far, but how well.
Yes.
He must have been in soccer for 50 years. It doesn't matter. They don't know what they are doing there.
Yes. Well, opponent, thank you for showing up again as usual. But our position here remains that Pinnick Amaju must go. And the Solomon Dalung administration will appeal to President Muhammadu Buhari to guide Solomon Dalung, because he's leading Nigeria to nowhere by constant interference and control. Because, let me quickly mention, the minister has no business being in Brazil to inspect facilities for the Olympics. Solomon Dalung went there. That is unusual. For me, yours sincerely, Joe Ehizu, the Platform Media International, signing out on this note that Pinnick Amaju led NFF executive has to go. Have a good night, viewers.